So we helped a multiple seven-figure agency drastically improve their show rate and close rate using strategic short-form Instagram content that converts into high-ticket clients. And in this video, I want to go through exactly what we did and how we did it, what kind of content we created, and how you can implement these strategic pieces of content to drastically increase your show rate, close rate, and get clients directly through Instagram, like my client Devin. And before we get into this, I just want to show you the testimonial from Devin so you can see the proof of concept. So I'll put it on the screen now.
Hey, I'm Devin Rodriguez, founder of Podcast.io, a multi-7-figure agency, and I wanted to create this video for my man James, who I brought in to help me create really amazing short-form content for me and my company. And I was in the position where I was sick and tired of going through editor after editor and having to make all of the edits and adjustments, and kind of felt like I was babysitting. And I was really looking for somebody to come in and completely take it off of my plate. As somebody that's running a company, I don't have time for that. So with that being said, brought in James, and immediately from the moment of onboarding to the very first video that I got all the way throughout the entirety of the process, it has been absolutely seamless. And in terms of ROI, not only have I gotten clients directly as a result of the content, but more importantly, how it's helped my sales process and people viewing me as an authority, much more credible, and viewing me ultimately as the specific solution to their specific problem has made the world of a difference inside of my business. So if you're somebody and you're looking to increase your show rate, increase your close rate, have people show up to your calls or to your sales event with more trust in place, you have to hire James. Not only that, but he makes the entire process seamless, which is really hard to find when it comes to working with somebody to take over your content. So definitely recommend James. James has been a pleasure to work with, and feel free to hit me up if you need any questions or questions answered, or you have any thing that you need from me. I'm more than happy to speak on James' behalf.
As you can tell, we increased his show rate and close rate and directly got him clients through Instagram itself for his multiple seven-figure agency. And yes, I am on the treadmill, so I hope you don't mind me getting my steps in while I rate this video. But in this guide, we're going to break down the exact content strategy we used, show you real examples, and give you the framework to replicate these results for your coaching business or agency. And the goal is simple: build trust with prospects before they ever speak to your sales team, so they're pre-sold. So I'm going to go a bit smaller here, but what I want to speak about first is the traditional way of creating content. So most entrepreneurs think views equal clients, and that's completely wrong. Okay, and we didn't focus on views at all for Devin. Like, it's the complete opposite, actually, because he had a goal in mind, which was to increase his show rate, close rate, and directly get clients through it. So that's what we did. But most people want to go viral. Most people are maximizing for views, likes, and comments, and that's the wrong thing to do, because you're not trying to get famous. Okay, you're trying to get high-ticket clients through your content, and they're two completely different things. I've been in both situations. I had a fitness account that was getting 120 million views a year on, and I got 0 high-ticket clients for it because it was not the right content. But now I get high-ticket clients through my Instagram. I only have around 1K followers, and that's because I speak directly to my ideal client, which I'll speak about now. So the traditional content goals is going viral, maximizing likes and comments, building massive follower accounts, and chasing engagement rates. But the high-ticket content goals is building trust with qualified prospects, pre-framing objections before calls so they never come up, or if they do come up, they're easy to overcome, positioning you as the authority, and converting leads ready to buy. And this content strategy targets 3 specific audiences: prospects on the edge of booking, leads who've already scheduled calls, and just before you want to kind of like hit them with content, so they build up trust and so they convert straight away, and previous leads who didn't convert so they can convert. Okay, by consistently delivering value to these segments, you eliminate objections and build authority before your sales team ever picks up the phone. Okay, so we created 3 distinct content categories, each designed to specifically address different aspects of the process. And these aren't random posts, these are strategic tools that work together to position you as the authority. So the first type of content you want to create, and we created for Devin, was belief shifting and objection handling content. The second piece was questions and concern content, and the third piece of content was social proof. Each content type serves a specific purpose in the pre-selling process, and when combined strategically, they create a powerful ecosystem that does the heavy lifting before your sales calls even begin. So let's go through these one by one so I can go through in detail and actually show you each content type. Now, let me just run you through what belief shifting content actually is. So your prospects hold beliefs that is stopping them from taking action, and they have objections that are also stopping them from taking action. You have to destroy these before the call, otherwise they're going to come up on the call and your sales team are going to have a hard time converting them, because beliefs are shifted over time, okay? You can't just shift a belief on a call. Like, you can a little bit, but you can't fully. So they're still going to be a bit like, oh, skeptical, like, oh, I don't know, I still believe that. Like, they are accumulating these beliefs over years. Okay, you are born a certain way, you have a certain life, everyone has a certain life, and those beliefs compound over time. So your content needs to shift these beliefs. And I know I just said they've accumulated them over years, but if they watch your content for a while, they're going to lower those beliefs, and their beliefs are going to slowly fade away once you keep hitting them with this type of content, and also the objections. Okay, so what you can do for this content is literally look at your sales team's calls. Okay, go to your sales team's calls, download them, download the transcripts, and put them into ChatGPT. This is a really easy way. But what we did for Devin was we have an onboarding docs, and he just goes through that. We have a bunch of questions, and he just goes through that. But this is a really simple way to find out it yourself, which is download all your sales team sales calls, go to ChatGPT, and literally put in this prompt. What you're going to do is put, please analyze these sales calls. I want to find out the most common beliefs and objections my prospects hold, so I can destroy them before the call even happens. Please, once you've analyzed these and found each objection and belief, please give me content ideas for each said objection and belief so I can shift them. And what this is going to do is just going to give you a full load of content ideas that you can create content around to shift these beliefs and destroy the objections. Now, I'm not saying this is going to work like that. You have to, of course, like, ChatGPT is not like the best, but you have to like go in there and actually analyze these to see if they're right. Or you should know your ideal clients super well already. You should know their beliefs, you should know the objections that normally come up, and in your content you should destroy them. Okay, so an example of this, let me show you an example of Devin's. I'll put it up on the screen now. And by the way, we edited this and scripted this as well, so you know.
Imagine somebody that has, let's take me, I have like 9,000, 10,000 Instagram followers. If I really want to grow my brand, if I really want to grow, I'm going to think I need to get on these big name podcasts, and I need to get in front of their audience. So what society does is it brainwashes us to believe that vanity metrics equals growth.
Yeah.
But what real business owners understand is that it's better to get in front of the right people than to just get in front of people. And I always tell people on my sales calls, people will be like, I just want more leads. And I'm like, well, let me ask you this. If they were all broke and they couldn't pay you what you're worth, you still want them? So what I always say is we need to get in front of the right people. When I say that, I mean two things. Number one, these are people that are already having the problem that you're looking to solve. They're in the market, they're problem aware, preferably they're solution aware as well. But also number two, they have the financial capability and willingness to pay you what you're worth.
So yeah, as you can see there, we're totally shifting the belief of his ideal client. Okay, so they're going to turn up to the call with not that belief anymore, okay, because we've destroyed it. And we're doing this multiple times. We're not just creating one piece of content that does that. Okay, now for the objections, these are simple. Like, you have to handle objections in a way where it doesn't seem like you're trying to handle the objection, if that makes sense. So for example, if an objection that your ideal client has is, I don't know if this is going to work for me, you're going to have to show how it works step by step in a piece of content, and show why it works for the specific person, if that makes sense. Again, don't worry about views, don't worry about vanity metrics, worry about going to your ideal client and nurturing your ideal clients that you already have from other acquisition systems you're using or old leads, etc. That's the surface of it for objection handling content and belief shifting content. I have left a full docs full of each of these types of content in the second link in the description. You can download that for completely free. So you can just create content about it. But yeah, by the way, guys, before I drop you some more free game, if you want us to do all of this for you while you only have to do one thing one time a week for an hour, which is press record, we take care of the rest, the ideation, the research, the scripting, the editing, the posting, and you want to increase your show rate, increase your close rate, actually get clients through Instagram, completely done for you, check out the first link in the description and book in a call. We can speak in more detail, but back to the video. Next is question and concerns content. Now, this is a very important piece of content because, again, your prospects have questions and concerns that they're not revealing that they need to be answered before the call. And if they're not answered before the call, well, they're just not going to close. So it's similar to belief shifting content, but with a different angle. This content answers the practical questions and concerns prospects have before calls. So instead of spending valuable call time on like frequently asked questions, your prospects arrive already informed about your process, your pricing structure, your timeline, and deliverables. Again, you're probably thinking, oh, this isn't going to get any views at all, but it's going to get the right views. And that's the most important thing about this type of content. So what you can do is look at your sales conversations, your DMs, email threads for the questions that come up repeatedly. Again, your sales team and your sales recordings are very handy here because there's going to be a bunch of questions that keep getting asked. So you can answer these questions in your content. So when you proactively answer questions, prospects feel understood and confident moving forward. You don't have to handle any of these on the actual said call, which is very handy. And here's an example of one of Devin's questions and concerns, pieces of content. Again, all scripted, edited by us. Let me put it on the screen.
Devin, why would I hire you rather than trying to get on podcast on my own? That's a great question, but what you more than likely do not realize are these three main things. The first thing is if you're a high-level business owner, you quite frankly don't have the time to go and get booked on podcast on your own. The research, the pitching, the coordination, logistics, booking, it takes too long and it takes away from you being able to focus on scaling your business. The second thing is our connections. The reality is in order to get booked on big podcasts, unless you have a really big brand, it's almost impossible to even get the attention of a top podcast host. And the third thing is unless you have a proven and validated monetization strategy when you're going on these podcasts, the exposure you're getting is quite useless. So the reason why clients come work with us is because everything we do focuses on ROI. Every one of our clients gets a custom tailored monetization strategy that shows them exactly how to convert podcast listeners and viewers into paying clients.
So final piece of content is the social proof piece of content. And this is very important. Like, this is one of the most important, well, I would say the most important pieces of content, because if people see people like them winning, they're more likely to take action. Okay, and this is actually the most crucial part. Okay, so without results, prospects simply won't trust you, and trust is at an all-time low right now. So you've probably heard this multiple times. People need to watch at least 7 hours worth of your content before they even trust you. But the social proof part of it builds up the trust quicker. So let's just say, for example, a valuable piece of content is 10 minutes worth of trust built. A social proof piece of content is 30 minutes built, 40 minutes built, okay? And I'm saying it in a way where, like, you get what I'm saying. It's more valuable to the actual person watching because they want to know that people like them are winning. And if they see people exactly like them winning, they're more likely to take action. These pieces of content should show social proof, but it should also be actionable and value to the person watching. So what I like to say is every piece of social proof should deliver a small win to your viewer while simultaneously showcasing what's possible. So talk about specific results you've achieved for clients similar to your ideal client. And when prospects see someone like them, as I said, winning, they become pre-sold instantly and want to book him straight away. So this type of content is super important. And here's an example of what we created for Devin of this type of content.
Here's how we helped our client Jason add $80K a month to his business by simply going on other people's podcasts. Step one, we created a hyper-targeted podcast placement strategy that was specifically designed to get him in front of his ideal clients. Too many times we see people going on podcasts that are not going to get them in front of their ideal client, and when they show up, they speak, they don't convert, and then they wonder why. Second thing we did was we got him booked on the biggest podcast in his specific industry. We're talking top 100 ranked business podcasts that got him in front of millions of his ideal target audience. And step number three, we created a custom tailored monetization strategy for him that showed him exactly what to do on podcasts to turn viewers and listeners into paying clients. So in short, we got him on the right podcast, big podcast, and we showed him exactly what to do in order to convert on the podcast. And that's how Jason added $80K a month to his business.
As you can tell, it's showing proof straight away, but it's also giving value at the same time. And this is very important. So those are the three types of content that we created for Devin that completely and drastically increased his show rate and close rate and directly got him high ticket clients through Instagram content. So if you're ready to transform your Instagram into a client generated machine, you can book a call with the first link in the description. We handle basically everything. All you have to do is press record for an hour a week. We take care of the research, the ideation, the strategy, the scripting, the editing, the posting, the many chat sequences to convert the views into high paying clients and start the conversations, etc. But yeah, we do everything. You can check out the first link in the description, book in a completely free call and we can speak in more detail. But just one last note, the difference between content that entertains and content that converts is strategy. Please stop chasing vanity metrics. Like these people telling you this is how to go viral. Why do you care about viral when you want to grow your business? If you go viral, you go to randoms. Social media is a social platform, okay? Most of the people on social media aren't serious. But if you want to hit those people who are serious about taking action, you need to create this type of content that I showed you. And again, go to the start of the video, see the testimonial Devin gave us, and you can see we did this for him. I appreciate you watching this. Now you know what types of content to create to actually get high ticket clients through Instagram. You need to understand how to script these so you get attention, hold attention, and most importantly, use a call to action to convert that attention. So this video on the screen somewhere, it may be in the middle, it may be over here, but it's somewhere, would be very useful. So go watch that. Appreciate you watching, subscribe. Peace.